Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavath Katha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vir Swami Dinamini. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vir Swami Dinamini. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I offer all gratitude and also make my many praises to Srila Prabhupada for giving all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All goes to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radhan and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna. In the Bhagavad Katha, we are in the first canto, chapter 6, where the verse is 35. I shall repeat the verse 3 times. Please tell along with me. Thereafter, I shall do the narration. Imadibihi yoga patai kama loba hato muhu mukunda sevaya yadvat tatat mada na samyati yamadbihi yoga patai kama loba hato muhu mukunda sevaya yadvat tatat madha na samyati yamadibihi yoga patai kama loba hato muhu mukunda sevaya yadvat tata madaha na samyati yamadibihi yoga patai kama loba hato muhu mukunda sevaya yadvat tata madaha na samyati. The word-to-word meaning of this verse is Yama Adibihi. By the process of practicing self-restraint, Yoga Patai, by the system of yoga, mystic bodily power to attain the godly stage, Kama, desires to sense satisfaction, for sense satisfaction, Murova, lust for Mukunda, the personality of Godhead, Sevaya, by the service of Yadvat, as it is, Tata, like that, Atma, the soul, Adha, for all practical purposes, Na, does not, Samyati, be satisfied. Narada Maharishi is telling about his memories of the earlier creation to Vedas Bhagwan during Dwapara Yuga. When Vedas Bhagwan was compiling the Madhbhavatam, he is telling about his earlier memories. He says it is true that by practicing restraint of the senses by the yoga system, one can get relief from the disturbances of desire and lust. But this is not sufficient to give satisfaction to the soul. For this satisfaction is derived from the devotional services to the personality of Godhead. See here, we are in this nature. There are three different gunas: satvika, tamasa, and rasa. We are attracted by those gunas, and we have lot of desires. Not one or two, many. There are countless number of desires we have. So, to get the relief from those desires, we need to control our mind. We have to control the mind. Mind should control our sensory organs, whether it is vision, hearing, smelling, or the hearing, vision, and smell only. They are making us to procure all those things. By seeing something, we are attracted. The mind tells the hands to go and legs to go, hands to get it. Like that, the mind controls, like sensory organs control the mind. But it's not like that. You have to make mind the controller of the senses. You should not accept whatever we see or hear or smell. That should not go to the mind, and mind should not should be attracted with that one. Mind should control. No, you should not do those things. Mind should control that one. So, but it is not just sufficient. Along with that one, for full satisfaction of the soul, this body is different, soul is different, Atma is different, this Deha is different, Sharira is different. So you should not think body and soul are one and the same. When the soul goes out of this body, that is the death. When the soul goes out of this body, that is the death. So soul is different, Atma is different. So for the satisfaction of the soul, we need to have a devotional service to the God. Again, devotional service means that it's not restricted. You should stay at home or in a forest, do tapasya, or say, come to the temple and sit here. Just it is not. You have to do your karma. Whatever karma you are, whatever profession you are doing, need to do. While doing that one, you remember God. Whatever you are doing, it is for Him. It is not for your purpose. You are doing for His purpose. For the perfect, not only for the entire world, all the living beings, not just human beings. It is samasta loka sugno bhavantu, all living beings and all the universes are well off. When we of that one, we should be honest, we should follow ahimsa, and we should have forgiveness, this thing, Shema, this thing, we should have kindness, sympathy, all this Dharma Marga. This is only Dharma Marga. If you go against anything, all these things, it is Adharma. Again, also penance is, in earlier days, they used to sit at one place and do tapas. That is different, but now in Kali Yuga it is not possible. Following these qualities, practicing these qualities only is the tapas. It's not different. Yoga aims at controlling the senses. See, presently what happened in yoga, it is different. They think it as an exercise for the body. It is never an exercise. In Bhagavath Katha, we have 18 chapters. All the 18 chapters are named as yoga. Arjuna Visada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Vijnana Yoga. All this, everything is mentioned as yoga. It is all scientific thing. Again, it is not something spiritual. This is scientific only yoga. So when we do those yogas, even in general yoga also, with different postures, what happens? We maintain that one. To maintain this body, we do like that with control. So either to lift the legs up, or you just on your forehead, you have to ups and down, you have to stand like that. All these things are again yoga only. That is all. It comes. You control the mind. Without controlling the mind, you can't do. So it's a part of exercise for sitting, thinking, feeling, willing, all those things. So concentrating, meditating, and last being merged into transcendence. So in that yoga, one of the things you have to do pranayama also. Pranayama means you have to breathe with the left nostrils, breathe with nostrils, hold it, leave it to the right nostrils. Like that you have to do. When you breathe in air, it should at least take half a minute. You have to breathe inside. Hold it for a couple of minutes, then leave it. Like that you need to do. That is pranayama. So by doing pranayama, your entire body will be cleaned. It will be cleaned, and by once the body is clean, mind will be peaceful. At that time, you need to meditate upon the God. Like that, meditation has to be done. Like that also, it is an exercise. It's also yoga. The one cannot control the senses without that one. The sense considered, because our mind is chanchala, it is worrying. Suddenly, if you see some news in the paper, if something news about America or Australia, different country, your mind will go away there with lightning speed. With lightning speed, it will go away. Or while chanting also, what happens? There are many people who will be chanting on the beat, but they are taking also nap. Like this, they'll take nap also. So mind, it will not be under control. For that control only, you need to do the pranayama. If you do pranayama, your mind can be controlled. The senses are considered like venomous serpents. It's a poisonous thing. Mind is, again, if you control the senses, it is a good thing. It's a very good thing. If you control this, if you don't control the mind, that is venomous, because that only due to which we are attracted by this nature and we take birth after birth, but not as human beings. Many times I told, as animals, insects, we do that thing. So for that reason, this is like poisonous. Venom is a poison. It's a snake poison. It will be like that, snake poison. So on the other hand, Narada Muni recommends another method for controlling the senses. Here, Devarshi Narada, out of experience, is telling us how to control the, giving a different method. In the transcendental loving God service, Mukunda, the personality of Godhead. By his experience, he says that devotional service to Lord is more effective and practical than the system of artificially controlling the senses. When you try to control artificially, I'm telling you, chanting also what happens. You try to artificially are trying to do some chanting by closing eyes and all, by counting on the beat and all things. Either you'll be that chanting what happens, you're not chanting the Mahamantra, you're not concentrating on the mantra. Mahamantra has a meaning. Mahamantra has a meaning. That on Mahamantra meaning you are not concentrating. You are concentrating on counting the beats. How many times have made Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then how many rounds has happened, you'll be counting. Or while doing that one, they'll take a nap also. So that is not essential. While meditating, you need to be very devotional, affectionate. Devotion is nothing but affection, bhakti, prema. So, by his experience says that devotional service to the Lord is more effective and practical than the system of artificially controlling the senses. In the service of Lord Mukunda, the senses are transcendentally engaged. You need to concentrate on the God. At the same time, you also doing your action. Even both concentration should be on the both the things. Your karma, whatever profession you are doing, as well as on God. Remembering whatever, see, God has created the nature, the entire universe. After creating in individual planets, whatever living beings are there which we can't see, they are doing there. Here also, we are constructing bridges, railroads, tar roads, everything. So many very huge buildings. All this thing. All this is a part of creation only. Now we are in advanced stage of technology. We are doing in a different way, very fast. We are doing it. So while doing it, you think that, see, if you are constructing a building, you think that, oh Krishna, I'm constructing this building for the purpose of all other human beings to stay and utilize this facility, and also other living beings to come and share their food given by the human being. You just think, you need not just go on chanting. Uh, like that, you have to do your duty, as well as you also have to remember God. Whatever action you are doing, you are doing for the purpose of God, because you are enabling all the other living beings, giving them all the facilities. So what happens? Because as an Antaryami, Paramatma is everywhere, in every human being, every living being is there. Right from ant to Chaturmukha Brahma, he is there. Even Radharani also, he is there. So you need to remember that one and do. Generally, what we do, we say Namaskara. Namaskara, we should not do the Namaskara. Why means, again, it is a respect you are showing. But until unless you see God in him, you are doing Namaskara, meaning that Namaskara is a Sanskrit word. Namaskara meaning is, I am your servant. Namaskar meaning I am your servant. You cannot be servant to anybody. You cannot be servant to anybody. We are servant of God only. We are servant of God. So you can't, until unless you see Antaryami in the opposite living being, whether it is a human being or animal or whatever it is, until unless you see Paramatma in that one, you should not say Namaskara. And this good morning, good day, nowadays what we use, good night, all those things, they're all temporary things. What we got practice from the Britishers. They taught us all those things. But again, good morning is only a part of 4 5 hours. Good afternoon is again 4 5 hours. Good night means some 8 12 hours. Only that should be good. So instead of that one, how to practice remembering God is, you when you meet somebody, you say Hare Krishna, Jai Sri Mannarayan, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Ram. If you convey like that one, when you convey like that one, you're respecting as the opposite person, as well also you are remembering God yourself. You do try to change that one. We have cultivated the habit of English people. What is wrong? Many things they have taught us wrong things. So we should practice of saying that one. So every time, whenever, any number of times when you meet somebody new, person or relative, anybody, you say Hare Krishna or Jai Shri, all these things, remembering God, God's name in any of them. Whatever you desire, you can say that, like that. So there is no chance of their being engaged in sense satisfaction. The senses want some engagement. To check them artificially is no check at all, because as soon as there are some opportunity for enjoyment, the serpent-like senses will certainly take advantage. That is what earlier I told you. Whenever we are attracted with something outside, now here itself, you need not go. Your mind need not go to America or London anywhere. Just outside, somebody will scream. Some chatwala will come. Will say pani puri or pizza or something or ice cream. Your mind will. You are sitting here, but ears it will hear that one. At one, and it sends the reflection to the mind. Mind will say to the legs, "You go and get it." There, what happens after going there? These eyes will see that one. Eyes will see that one, and eyes will recommend for taking it. And mind will say to the hands to pick it up. After getting that one, yeah, after picking out, again, when hands will convey the message to this mind will say, you taste it. Then with the tongue we taste it. Then we start eating that one. Like that, we are disturbed. We need not go to any any other abroad countries also. Here itself, we can be disturbed. We are thinking, we are sitting here, we are concentrating. But many of you people, you must be also thinking about your college or profession, because time is up. We have to run up. We have to run. Will leave the. I'm not blaming you. That is necessary in this world. It is for living in this Kali Yuga time. That is also essential, but it is only for developing your illiteracy and existence. Existence for struggle for existence. Otherwise, it is because we have to spend a lot. In future, is good. Hare Krishna. You can sit and have darshan. You can continue here in the lecture for some more time, as long as you can. So again, for Bhagavata, we'll be meeting on Tuesday to Friday next week, and for Mahabharata on Tuesday and Wednesday evening, Ramayana Thursday evening. Both Mahabharata and Ramayana are Hindi. So like that, what happens whenever this you think that your sense is under control? This is only artificial control. What we are doing, it will go away. It is wavering. You cannot control the mind like that. So to check them artificially is no check at all, because as soon as there are some opportunity for enjoyment, the serpent-like senses will certainly take enter. That is the reason I'm saying mind is like a venom. We should not convert it to venom. We should convert it to a nectar thing. It should be converted to amrita, not a nectar, not a venom. Venom is poisonous. Make it a nectar. You do it properly. So there are many such instances in history. Just like Vishwamitra Muni falling victim to beauty of Menaka. Not only Menaka, see, Vishwamitra Maharshi, he was a king actually. His name was Kaushika. He was a Kaushika king. When he went to Vasishtha Maharshi's ashrama, he saw a Kamadhenu over there. He wanted to take away that Kamadhenu. Because Kamadhenu, whatever you will, that will give. Not only just milk. If you want lot of military people, it will give military. If you want lot of food, it will give food. Whatever you desire, that will give. That is the Kamadhenu. So he wanted to take it away, but it did not go with him. At that time, there was a big fight. He also killed 100 sons of Vasishtha Maharshi as a king. As a king, he killed 100 Maharshi's sons. Like that, many things happen. This I told in Mahabharata class in detail. So at that time, what happens? He wanted to become Brahmarshi. He handed over his kingdom to his son. He went into the forest. He started. This was during Satya Yuga, when the human was 1 lakh years. He started doing penance. Maybe about 10,000 years he has done penance. Indra was scared because Indra is also Jiva like. He thought if Vishwamitra becomes Indra, he had earlier experiences. Nahusha became king. Like that, many people became Indra. So Indra was scared. Vishwamitra will also be one of them. So he sent his apsaras to disturb. Once he sent Ramba, once he sent Urvashi, Menaka, Tilotama, everybody, which everybody is having progeny. Menaka's son is only the daughter is Shakuntala. Daughter is Shakuntala, and her son is Bharata, against whose name our country is named as Bharata. So like that it happened. So nearly 60,000 years he has made the penance, and every 9 to 10,000 years some Apsarasa comes, hurdles, and he falls in love with her. The progeny is also continued. The penance is disturbed. Again, he starts penance. After 60,000 years of this thing, then he became the Brahmarshi. Then he became the Brahmarshi. Till before that, he was not a Brahmarshi at all. So like that it happened. So Vishwamitra himself was like that. So nothing. We are not even a fraction of, because he was a great person. He's a really great person afterwards. He has given training to Rama before killing Tataka and Maricha Subahu. He gave for Rama it is not required. He is supreme God. But otherwise, since he has taken avatara in the human form to kill Ravana, just like any other human being, he also went to gurus for practicing weapons. And for us, we take so many years to complete our graduation, post PG, and supervision, all those things we take at least 15 to 20 years. But for Rama, it was only only for namesake he has taken some few years, like 4 or 5 years like that. But otherwise, he knows everything. Even Krishna also went to Sandipa Maharshi, accepting as him as Guru. But he knows everything. He only taught everybody everything. So like that, Vishwa was falling a victim to the beauty of Menaka. But Thakur Haridasa, one of the Goswamis during the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, was allured at midnight by well-dressed Maya, and still he could not be induced the great devotee into a trap, because he was a great devotee. Some well-dressed Maya in the form of a woman, she comes and tries to disturb Haridasa Goswami, but he will not be attracted due to his devotion to the God. The whole idea is that without devotional service to the Lord, neither the yoga system nor dry philosophical speculation can ever become successful. We should have complete trust in God, Purna Vishwasa. Until unless we have complete faith in God, we surrender to Him. You just tell, oh Krishna, oh Rama, whatever, oh Narsinga, whatever you like, you can say that one. I am surrendering before you with all faith. You help me in my living in your service. Just simply say that one, He will only take care of. Now I am at His service because I completely surrendered. I was completely surrendered. Earlier days, I was an industrialist. I was an MD of 2, 3 companies and director in 8 companies. That is different. But God, 25 years ago, has taken away everything. He taken away my spouse also, my brother, who are also MDs of different companies. He has taken everything, and God closed all the activities. I don't say I lost everything. God has closed it, and He has taken away everything what are possessed. And at the time, had He tested very hard, He has tested very hard. After testing my surrender to Him, He has given me again everything. Again today I have everything, and I did not work or do any business. My son is a doctor, my daughter is a doctor. They are earning, they are doing well. That is different. So like that, God has given in a different way. So you have to surrender to God. Whereas I am totally surrendered, just till morning 3:30 to night 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, I'll be doing only studying the scriptures or doing preaching or some or worship, all those things. Like that, once you surrender to Him, He will test you very hard. You need to tolerate that one. We need to have that Sahana Shakti. Sahana Shakti should be great. When you have that one, no, He will only take care of you. In this Ihaloka, He will give you everything. In this Ihaloka, He will give you everything, and in Paraloka also He will give you. Like that, even I tell you my experience. For me, I have 5 Shiksha Gurus. Out of 5 Shiksha Gurus, 3 are from my own family. My mother, who encouraged me to do Bhagavad Gita. My wife asked me to close everything, surrender to Krishna before leaving this world. And she took the name of God and she left. She is liberated. My second son, who had taken, he became a brahmachari in the ISKCON Mumbai temple. He lived there as a pure devotee. Later, when he tried to go to Muktinath along with the devotees, in flight, he was chanting Hare Krishna mantra at the time of this one. I have the video recorded in that one. Like that, because my son was a brahmachari for 10 years as a sannyasi, 7 earlier generations are liberated. 7 next generations will be liberated. That is given. That's also given in the Bhagavatam. That's also narrated. Why I'm not praising myself. I'm telling something great. Why I'm telling is you should have complete faith in God. You surrender to Him, so that what happens? He in this Ihalok also He will provide you everything, whatever you are desiring. Today or later, He will provide you at the appropriate time. And similarly, at the end, you will be liberated. You will be liberated. That confidence I have, I will be liberated. Because my son is left, he was a sannyasi. So as a sannyasi, next 7 days will be liberated. I am doing this one. My present son and daughter-in-law also they follow that one. My grandchildren they follow that one. They are doing like that. You need to do so. Your desires will be fulfilled. And here also, when you come here, you need not express any desires. We are all individually we are having different parents, but at the same time, the original parent is He. He is our acharya. He is our mother. He is father. He is our and he is also well-wisher, and we are servants. He is our boss. We may be MD of different companies, or we might be rich, everything, but we are not richer than Krishna, or we are not a boss for everybody. Everybody are servants for Him. We are also one of the servants. We are all dasas. So thinking that one, whatever action you are doing, karma, you follow that one. You are, oh Krishna, I am doing this service for your purpose. Just think of that one. And our life should be like because all you are all again once again only couple of people are coming early. They know, but others for other I tell you, our life should be like a tree. Tree, when you go under the tree, go to the tree is life. That is also a living being, immovable living being. When you go there and pluck some fruits, vegetables, leaves, it will know. It will never say it is mine. You don't take. It will never say you don't take. It's mine, and it will provide you pure oxygen. Pure oxygen. It takes our adulterated carbon dioxide, and you can, even if you cut off the stem, make furniture or use it as firewood, it will not say no. You tubers like carrot, potatoes, that also will dig and take it out. So everything, whatever taking, you will never say no. Like that, and it does not have any desire. It does not eat its own fruit. If you leave that fruit or vegetable to eat, it will dry up. It will just go waste. And we should only eat vegetarian. Why? We have, God has given us a power of creation. You can create, you can multiply the plants. Nowadays, you are saying we are many different varieties of vegetables they are producing everything. The creation power is given. That for that reason, you have to take only vegetarian, whether it is fruit or everything, whatever it is, you can take. You can grow those things. Whereas uh, somebody who eat animals like fish or whatever it is, meat, goat, everything, that is not the wrong thing, because that is a wrong thing, because we can't create them, and you are relishing for only 5 minutes. While having that one, cooking and having that one, you are releasing only for 5 minutes. Afterwards, it is diluted and again it goes away in a different way. In the form of stool, it will go away. But you are killing a creature which you can't produce. You are not allowing it to perform its karma. Like we are performing our karma, animals also performing their own karma. They are suffering. They are suffering, but they are performing their own karma. See, cows, what they are giving us milk, and the urine, stool, everything is useful for our health purpose. Finally, when we die, how we are cremated? First, they put that cow dung, this thing only with cow dung, पिड़कल, हाँ, वही लगा के उसको ही जलाते. They create the and अपना देह तो उससे ही जलकर भस्म हो जाते. That's so pure. Our body will not be with petrol or kerosene. They don't burn. With the cow dung cake only they put on it, they burn it. So like that, not only that one, many all animals, cow dung, manure also, cow dung we use it for as a fertilizer, natural manure. Nowadays chemicals what they are using is not good. So like that, all living beings, they are doing good their own karma. We should not kill them and make them suffer more. It should perform its karma. So we have the power to have vegetarian. We can create them. You can have anything like that. So like this, we should control our this thing, and we should not have listening to things. What happens today? Prabhu has told good thing. We will follow that one. Will say, but once go out of the temple, your mind will change. Again, you will be attracted with so many things. That dry philosophical and speculation should not be there. You should not think that, well, this is correct or that is correct. This Prabhu told like this, that person told different, he is telling different. You should not go with that. What you should be satisfied with the proper explanation. And speculation can never become successful. Pure devotional service of the Lord without being tinged with fruitic work, mystic yoga, or speculative philosophy. Whatever presently people they are doing yoga, that is not at all a yoga. It's only exercise for the body. What they are doing, they will never help in the salvation. Such pure devotional service is transcendental in nature, and the systems of yoga and jnana are subordinate to such process. Whatever jnana or knowledge we are having, they should be subordinate to in this transcendental process. And when the transcendental devotional service is mixed with the subordinate process, it is no longer transcendental but is called mixed devotional services. So, Srila Vyasadeva, the author of the Srimad Bhagavatam, will gradually develop at all these systems of transcendental realization. So, we have some more time. We shall go into the next verse, 36th verse. I shall tell the verse 3 times. Please repeat with me. Sarvam tad. Please tell loudly. Sarvam tad akyatam yat prashto aham tvayanaga janma karma rahasyam me bhavatas chatma ta sanam sarvam tad idam सर्वं तदिवं आख्यातां यत् पृष्टो हम त्वयान् अगा जन्म कर्म रहस्यं मे भवतश्च आत्मा तोषणं सर्वं तद् इदम् आख्यातं यत् पृष्टो अहं त्वया अनगा जन्म कर्म रहस्यं मे भवतश्च आत्मा तोषणं सर्वं तदिदम् आख्यातं यत् पृष्टो अहं त्वया अनगा जन्म कर्म रहस्यं मे भवतश्च आत्मा तोषणं. The word to word meaning of this is sarvam means all. Tat, that, idam, this, akyatam, described, yat, whatever, prishtaha, asked by, aham, me, tvaya, by you, anaga, without any sins, janma, birth, karma, activities, rahasyam, miseries, me, mine, bhavataha, your, cha, and atma, self, dosham, satisfaction. Narada Maharshi is telling to Vyasadeva, oh Vyasadeva, you are freed from all sins. Narada Maharshi is addressing him that you are free from all sins. But Vyasa Bhagavan does not have any sins because he is the incarnation of Krishna himself in Dwapara Yuga for compiling Mahabharata, splitting the Vedas, one Veda into four Vedas, and compiling the Mahabharata, writing of 18 Puranas, Upapuranas, and compiling of this Madhbhavatam. He does not have any sin at all. He is the incarnation of Krishna. But because he is in human form, for everybody to understand that we will be having sins and good deeds also will be having. So to address him, he is saying you are free from all sins. Thus I have explained my birth and activities of for self-realization. What you as you have asked will be conducive for your personal satisfaction also. Because otherwise, Vyasa Bhagavan knows about Narada Maharshi's earlier birth and present birth, everything. But still, for our information, Vyasadeva has questioned Narada how he remembers about his earlier birth. We don't remember. We had many lakhs of births. Do we remember? We don't remember at all. Not in one birth, we don't. Not about, forget about this one. What happened yesterday, we don't remember. We'll forget. We have to, for recollecting that one, make lot of efforts. At that time, what have done, everything you have to remember, recollect. But we don't remember last day's work also. Whereas Narada Maharshi remembers his last birth, not in the present creation, in the previous creation. Narada has taken his birth. This is 28 Chaturyuga is going on. Satya Yuga, Treta, Dwapara and Kali Yuga. These four becomes one Chaturyuga. This is four, totally 43 lakh 20,000 years. This is the 28th Chaturyuga of the Vayavasta Manu. He is the 8th Manu in the Brahma's daytime. And in this Narada Maharshi was created when 70 Chaturyugas into 7 Manus already finished their life, and plus this 28 Chaturyugas. That is the life of Narada. He is eternal. Still he remembers about his previous birth in the previous creation when he was a servant's maid. At that time he has done lot of devotional services. He as a maid servant, he used to 5 years old boy. He used to accompany his mother to the sages ashrama where she was working. There was no untouchability. This was done only some 500 years ago by the English people. There was no untouchability. For the purpose of dividing the country and ruling it, they have done. So at that time, when he was working, mother was working, he observed. He observed the sages what they are doing, what he needs to do, and after the sages left for the eternal world, he continued that divisional service what they have done. Due to that life, the experience, he became the Manasaputra of Chaturmukha Brahma in the present creation. 70 Chaturyugas into 7 plus this 28 Chaturyugas. That is his lifetime of Naviga. We can't see him. To see him, we need a divine eyes. We don't, with this vision, we can't see. Here itself, we need specs and other these things to see clearly. Even with these specs also, it's not clear sometimes. So we can't see Narada Maharshi there. Even today, where Bhagavatam and Mahabharata discourse is going on, or this 18 Puranas, 18 Upavana discourse is going on, there Vyasa Bhagwan is present and is watching the person who is presenting, whether it is presenting in a rightful way or not. That's the reason when I present something, it should be in a proper way. I should not tell lie. Whatever it is given in the scripture, only I have to tell properly. So wherever Ramana is going, Maki Maharshi is there. Hanuman is Chiranjeevi. Again, we can't see. Rama has blessed Hanuman. Again, Hanuman who is nothing but incarnation of Shiva, Lord Shiva, like that. So all these people are the very great devotees. The process of devotional activities from the beginning to the stage of transcendence is all duly explained. Narada Maharshi is telling to Vyasa Bhagavan, duly explained to satisfy your inquiries of Vyasadeva. He has explained how the seeds of devotional service were sown by transcendental association because he was in the association of those sages in earlier life. Association, how they gradually develop by hearing the sages. The result of such hearing is detachment from worldliness. You will not have any attachment. When Narada comes, he comes only for preaching purpose. He does not have any desire. He does not need any food because he already maybe taken nectar, amrita. So he does not. One who takes amrita, he never be thirsty or hungry. He never needs any food. God does not take. By we offer as a naivedyam, but he does not take anything. His vision on it becomes prasadam, and we release that one. The result of such hearing, so much so that even a small boy could receive the death news of mother who was only his caretaker as the blessing of God. Because not only his sages left for adulthood, even his mother at a younger age, even his mother also left, and he was all alone. Though he was all alone, he never wept for her death because he understood what is life. Once we take birth, we have to die. Everyone will die. It's inevitable. Nobody can live for continuous permanently in this world. We will be leaving. So, although it is not possible for anyone to see the Lord with the mundane eyes, he also explained how the execution of future action of accumulated work. Like that, we have a lot of works pending. We need to execute them. How to do that also, he has explained very well. Mercy has explained. While doing your duty, you remember whatever you are doing, you are doing it for his purpose, not for your purpose, for the benefit of the entire living beings in all the universes. All the miseries of transcendental realization are duly experienced by Narada himself. He is telling our his practical personal experience. Just like before, I told about my experience with the God, what I was earlier, what I am now, how he tested me, everything I told. Like, why did I tell? Nothing for self praising. Oh, if I tell my experience, you can understand with full faith. Like that, Narada Mercy also explained his experience. Therefore, by hearing such an authority, one can have some idea of the results of devotional life, which are hardly delineated even in the original texts of the Vedas. In the Vedas and Upanishads, there are only indirect hints to all of this. Nothing is directly explained there. And therefore, Sri Madhbhavatam is the mature fruit of Vedic trees of literatures. See what happens in Vedas. First of all, it was only one Veda. It was split by Vedas Bhagavan during Dwapara Yoga about 5,300 years ago. He split it into four Vedas. Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. And even that one, only few people can understand that because everything is done in Sanskrit. Nobody can understand, even can't even pronounce one letter of it, one alphabet of it, we cannot pronounce it properly. So for that reason, Vyasa Bhagavan has written Mahabharata in 60 lakh verses, out of which only 1 lakh verses are over in the earth, and balance this thing is 15 lakhs in Devaloka, Indraloka, 15 lakhs in Gandharloka, 15 lakhs in Pitruloka, 14 lakhs in Sadhuloka. Only 1 lakh is available on the earth. That also, what he has written was in Sanskrit form. Sanskrit scholars, they have translated it into summaries. Like, and Veda Bhavan himself has told that Mahabharata is Panchama Veda and everybody can access, including women. All cash and creed, there is no restriction of cash and creed. Everybody can access because that tells us how to live in this world and how to live our body, or what to follow, what is dharma, what is adharma. It is, I'm telling that in detail in Mahabharata discourse. If it is possible, you can attend that one, you will know. Otherwise, all the videos are there in YouTube channel. You can see later. So, like that, we need to read all the scriptures, particularly Mahabharata and Ramayana and this Madhbhavatam. It is available in many languages, like English, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, many languages it is available. Whatever language you feel, but you should have access to original version. Presently in the market, you find many different versions who have made published for making money. They have changed all the events. What Mahabharata I'm telling, it is the original version done by Gita Press of Gorakhpur. It's the original version. Just they are doing the sloka and translation. They have never made any changes. Actually, in the other, whatever they are showing in the TV shows or in books, all the events are same. Disney Hotstar Mahabharata is 100% wrong. V.R. Chopra is at least 30% is correct, but 70% wrong. Ramayana Ramadas is wrong. So like that, you need to follow the original version. For that one, you have to approach some spiritual master who have the correct knowledge. Then you can acquire them, read yourself. But by reading, you may not understand that also, because there are so many lot of hidden meanings are there which need to be explained. Here itself, I have told that Vedas have some hidden this thing, they did not disclose it. Similarly, even Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Raman also, there are hidden meanings which we can't understand without the attending such participation in satsang. You need to some satsang, then you will be able to follow. Otherwise, also by repeated once, if you read, oh, I finished it, that is not sufficient. You have to repeatedly read. Generally, what happens is this newspapers, magazines, we read once, then we throw it off. Within 5 minutes, we throw it off, we'll never touch it again. Whereas all the scriptures are not like that. Once you finish reading, you start again, you'll feel again fresh. You'll understand something more. Inner meanings also you'll try to understand. Like that it happens. So repeatedly you can read these scriptures also. Like that we need to do. So for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Hare Krishna Mahamantra in this Kali Yuga time because we have less time. As you people are seeing, many people they are coming because of, I don't blame them. They don't have, they have to go to their workplace or college, they are walking away. So it's not to find fault with them because the time is like that. So he has blessed us with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Mahamantra can be chanted anywhere, anytime, our lifetime. You please chant this Hare Krishna mantra and you try for 30 days or 60 days. You'll have a lot of peace of mind. So when your peace of mind is there, you can concentrate on studies, you can concentrate on work, whatever it is. So you'll be successful with all your desires, as well as you'll be ending with, you may get also moksha, which we need to get out of this lifetime. So we shall chant Hare Krishna mantra 10 times now and then disperse for today. We shall meet again next week, Tuesday morning for Bhagavatam, evenings for Mahabharata, Ramayana, till Friday. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्ण mantra loudly 10 times please. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. स्वस्ति प्रभ्य प्रयन्त्यां मार्गेण महिषाः गोवशवस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः भवन्तु. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिया बुद्ध्यात्मते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् परस्मै नारायणति सर्पयामि. श्रीमन्नारायण सर्पं सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. मंगलम मंगलम मंगल मंगलम. जय श्री राधा गोपनाथ की, जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा की, जय श्री नरसिंह भगवान की, जय श्री महाराज की, जय श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, जय श्री पंचतत्व की, जय श्री मध्व ग्रंथ की, जय श्री हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की, जय प्रभुपाद की. हरे कृष्णा.